Hello, everybody, and welcome to our live session. I'm just going to give it a minute or two. We're just about at 2 o'clock, and we'll go into the live. For anyone that's here, if you just want to let me know in the comments if you can hear me clearly, and if you can see me clearly also. Okay, if somebody could just give me a thumbs up or just a message there to let me know that you can all hear me, I'd appreciate that. Okay, we haven't got any chats coming up there. All right, not to worry. Okay, just a quick reminder, I can't send out notifications every time I'm going to go live or post a video because I run teacher training retreats for 21 days, and I'm busy all day long from 6 o'clock in the morning right the way through to 9 at night. I put a time this time aside to work with you, so sometimes I may not be able to notify. So if you don't mind, please, if you want to get notified every time we're going to have a live or we are going to put the next lesson up, if you could please push the subscribe button. There'll be a pop-up screen under that. It'll say notifications, and if you tick all, you'll receive a notification every time we're going to go live or every time I put up a lesson. So thank you for that. Okay, so I think we'll have a look, first of all, at the question that we had from, I think it was Catman or Catfish, something like that last week, where you asked, what was the question, Miranda?
How can I believe that the shift is happening and how can I accept it?
Okay, how can I believe that the shift is happening and how can I accept it? All right, so what we're learning here is we are expanding our awareness, all right? For argument's sake, if you went and looked at a specific car, let's say a Hyundai Getz, and you never see them anywhere on the road, and you go to have a look at this car because you want to buy it, all of a sudden you will see them everywhere. People, you'll say to everybody, wow, I didn't know that there were that many. It's about bringing things into your awareness, and that's what the lessons are all going to do. Each one's going to bring a little bit more into your awareness. I bring a lot of common sense. For argument's sake, people think that there is no aura because you cannot see and touch it. And these days, you can actually take photos of the very fine pixel camera. And also our thoughts and feelings. We cannot see and touch those, but we know we have them. So it brings in a lot of common sense of things that we weren't aware of. Now, the way that I actually experienced for myself was many, many years ago when I started yoga. It was about 1997, 1998, round about there. And I noticed at that stage that there was not a lot of people that knew yoga and not a lot of people that were interested in yoga. As the years went on, I noticed that it had a bad kind of connotation attached to it. And people used to say that it was evil. And if you empty your mind, the devil can come in and all those kind of things. A little bit later on towards 2000, but even more so 2005, yoga was popping all over the planet. And there is a yoga studio now today on every street corner and also teachers. So there are billions of people practicing yoga, and it's more acceptable today than what it was many, many years ago because it's been brought into their awareness. So also there's things like years and years ago, people found animals or dogs to be dirty. If you touched them, you had to wash your hands. And now we love animals very much. There was problems with same-sex marriages, for argument's sake. Lots of people had a problem with that. It's very acceptable today. Other things like gender violence and all of that. It is not quite where we want it to be, but it's becoming less and less where people are protesting or doing whatever against those kind of things. So there is definitely a shift in awareness happening on the planet where people want to live in more peace and harmony. I think in COVID, a lot of people sat back and thought to themselves, wow, I've been working all my life. That's all I've been doing, going to work, doing the same thing, saving money for one day when I'm old, but will I be here tomorrow? And a lot of people wrote to me at that stage and said, yeah, we actually left our job to go travel and to enjoy life. So this tells me that people are seeking more inner peace, more harmony, and that is the part of the shift that's happening. But you will start noticing more and more the details that I'm giving you, and especially from this week on, when we're going more into the energy body and understanding our emotions and which parts of the body they affect if there's a no flow of energy, and it'll become more and more into your awareness. What you can do to actually help you is to meditate a little bit more, or even use affirmations, for argument's saying, I accept that the shift is happening, or I see so much in my awareness of the shift happening. And the more you're telling that to your subconscious mind, the more you'll experience it. What you focus on expands. So if you have a look at my first video, I think it was, where I actually explained all about myself and my journey, there, when I started yoga, I suddenly was introduced to a lady that did Bach flower remedies. From there, I was introduced to my yoga teacher. And so different things came up that took me to the place of actually beginning yoga. There are maybe some things that happen that aren't so nice. For argument's sake, our house got broken into. But just after that, I was offered this space at the yoga retreat. So it was for a good reason. So it's about just noticing and taking all these little synchronistic events that are coming in and piecing them together and watching how it all unfolds. But yes, it will definitely become more clearer to you about the shift as we carry on with the lessons that we're going in, that I'm posting every Monday. And yeah, you can even do a yoga nidra if you'd like me to do a personalized one for you with the wording in to actually be more aware of the shift. I can do that also. All you need to do is email me, and my email address is at in the description at the bottom if you'd like to do that. Okay, the other question that we had was from Tobias, and he wanted to know about his feet, what he could do. Now, this again also is quite personal. I need to know what the problem is, Tobias, with the feet. You said it was the soles. I don't know what with the soles of the feet. So if you'd like to email me, again, in the description below, I will put together something for you to do. In the meantime, there's a good few things that you can do. The feet have to do with the base chakra, and I'm posting that class tomorrow. The base chakra has to do, the parts of the body is the adrenals, the large intestines, the legs, the feet, okay? And if there's not energy flow through these areas due to emotions that are suppressed, okay, this can bring something in the feet. The techniques that you could use, there's a lot of yoga asanas, which is exercises. There's also breathwork pranayama that you can do. There's also meditations that you can do for it. A beautiful thing is taking a walking meditation in the garden or on the beach. You don't have shoes on, and you walk very slowly, connecting your foot one at a time, putting your right foot out first, taking your awareness to the bottom of the foot and just feeling it connecting with the ground all the way through the part that is connecting up to the toes. Then you put your left foot directly in front of your right foot and do exactly the same. Another beautiful thing that you can do is massage the bottom of your feet with oils in the bath. I think I'm going to demonstrate this to you. It's going to make it easier to see. If you give me 2 seconds to just move the screen around so that you can see it. Okay, can you just lift it up a little bit? There we go. Thank you. All right, so basically what you do is you would sit into your base position and you'd bring the foot up onto the upper thigh. You would take your oils and rub them into your hands, and you do tiny little circular motions from the bottom of the foot all the way up the heel, and you do it nice and slowly. I'm going to do this kind of quickly so we don't waste too much time. And you do the circular motions all the way up, right to the top of the feet. Then you drag your thumbs across where the toes meet the feet, okay? And then you would run your fingers up the toes. And you can do that for about 3 to 5 minutes. What's also great, if we can just move the back again, sorry, if you give us 2 minutes here. Thank you, Libby. There we go, all back together again. Okay, what you can also do, I had a thought there of something that you could do. Let's see if it comes back. You could use a foot spa, which is really, really great, and drop some aromatherapeutic oils in it. But if you'd like me to do a personal session with and for you, we can do that online where we can chat to each other and I can take you through the exercises, the breathing, the meditation, and everything else. So I hope that worked for you. Are there any other questions? Miranda, have you got any questions? I've got the lights coming straight in my eyes, so it's difficult to see. We've got Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth Richardson.
She says, can you say a bit about the healing power of the moonlight?
The healing power of the moonlight. You know, all your elements, the sun, the moon, and that kind of thing, is very healing. We have different moons. We have that's a huge subject to go into because you've got waxing moon, you've got waning moon, you've got a new moon, you've got crescent moon, you've got full moon. But yes, if you put in crystals, for argument's sake, it's the energy, the light coming from the moon. Okay. Any other questions there?
No, not yet.
Nothing yet.
Yes.
Okay, and again, if there's anybody that would like to have a personalized private one-on-one, if there's an issue that you're working with, either physically or mentally and emotionally, a specific thing that you want to deal with yourself, yes, I do the private sessions and we can do it one-on-one. I'll put together a whole program for you to work with, and I'll do it with you for a couple of days, and you can work with it after that for 21 days. Okay. Any other questions there?
The significance of chakras in the palms of the hands or soles of the feet.
The significance of chakras?
Yeah. In the palms of the hands or the soles of the feet.
Okay.
Want more clarity.
All right. With the chakras, the soles of the feet, I work mostly with the 7 major chakras going through. But yes, you do have them in the palms of the hand, and you do have them in the soles of the feet. Remember, your feet connect you to the earth, and also you've got all your nerve endings coming into the soles of the feet. Every single organ, the nerve ending lands up in the feet. So the chakras in the feet, you're drawing energy from the earth when you're walking, and that's the walking meditation. In the hands, you have chakras also. That's why we say turn the palms of the hands upward. You're receiving the healing energy coming from above into the palms of the hands. So I do go more deeply into that in the lessons. It's a huge subject. A lot of this you can't explain just in one sitting, but we're going into the chakras this week from Monday, as I said, and yeah, if you'd like to watch that. Anything else?
So Golden Age wants to know, do you think the heart chakra is activated during this shift? Because sometimes I feel like there's a huge energy in that area.
Okay, that's a very important question. Is the heart chakra related to the shift happening at the moment with Lionsgate and everything else? Yes, it is. We're moving from the 3rd dimension to the 5th dimension. If I can just explain this to you. The energy field around the earth has been moving through different dimensions. We were in the 3rd dimension, which is very much of segregation, separation, and all that kind of thing. We were then moving into the fourth dimension, and some people are still in the fourth dimension, and then through to the fifth dimension, which is the heart center. And yes, if you're getting anything in the chest, tightness or pains, please remember that you do speak to your medical practitioner also. You must take responsibility for your health and look after yourself. But yes, you may have different emotions of pain or shortness of breath or anything like that. That has to do with the shift that's happening. The fifth dimension is the heart center. So yes, we are experiencing things about that. What did they say? Symptoms that are happening?
They just said there's a huge energy in that area for them.
Yes, you will be feeling a lot of energy around that center. Maybe a warming or shifting happening, tingling, anything like that. But yes, it's definitely to do with it. As I said, the fifth dimension is more about connection, everybody coming together in peace and love. It's about a more understanding, the doing away of separation, and us all becoming one. And it's a beautiful space that we're moving to. I think what people have to understand is, in the third dimension, with all the separation and segregation, Mother Earth has done the shift around her energy field to the fifth dimension. And that's why a lot of people are feeling a little bit out of balance, feeling like they don't fit in, feeling alienated, because their energy field is in the third dimension and still. And when you're doing a lot of the exercises and meditations on the heart center, you're actually balancing it and bring it into the fifth dimension. I don't know if you hear at the end of the Yoga Nidra what I actually say, and I suggest to the subconscious, and that is feel yourself lying down on the earth. Feel your body being, feel a warm sensation around your body, okay? Feel Mother Earth cradling your body in her arms. Feel her heartbeat pulsating, a deep transformational healing into your entire being, your mind, your body, your emotions, and soul. And then I say, actually feel your energy field merging, realigning in harmony with the energy field of the earth. So it's a suggestion that I'm giving to the subconscious mind to actually shift in harmony. And I know that might sound very strange and up in the air, but if you're watching the lessons as I go along, you'll get to understand that the energy shifts because we're raising vibration in the energy field, which will take us into a line with the earth, and we'll feel connected, grounded, not so alienated and fragmented and everything that we've been experiencing at the moment. So we come into a place of almost like contentment, where we're happy regardless of what's going on around us. We're contented. We don't need anything outside ourselves. So I hope that answered your question. Please, if you want more information, you're welcome to email me again down in the description below. Any other questions there?
No.
Okay, so I think we're going to check out from there. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, any other questions that you feel that you want more in-depth explanation on, please email me. Otherwise, we will be posting tomorrow's lesson for you, and that is on the base chakra. Very exciting, has to do with survival, grounding, feelings of stability, security. And if you're feeling a little bit unstable or worried about survival or all of that, we'll have all these beautiful things to share with you on that. Remember, please, notifications, if you please push subscribe. When you push subscribe, there'll be a pop-up screen. It says notifications, tick all so that you receive the notifications, because as I said in the beginning, I am hosting teacher training and retreats all day long here. So it's difficult sometimes for me to send notifications to everybody. I'm wishing you all a beautiful week. Enjoy the base chakra tomorrow. Yeah, people love learning all of this. It just gives them a whole idea of another dimension of themselves that they were not aware of. Have a beautiful week. Namaste. Was that